Well, the new unemployment figures are horrifying. They're the largest in American history, almost by an order of magnitude. In 2 weeks, 10 million people have lost their jobs. Even more jobs will be lost soon. So where exactly are we headed, and what can we do to stem the bleeding at this point? People are getting worried, and they should. Melissa Francis hosts After the Bell on Fox Business. She joins us tonight for an overview. Hey, Melissa.
Hey, Tucker. Well, you saw those numbers today, and they are bad. I mean, they are really bad. And what is terrifying about them, as you highlighted, is that it is only the beginning. Because what we've done is we've shut down the economy. We've kept all the customers inside. So all the businesses have shut their doors, basically, except for the ones that are delivering us our essentials. And the rest have, fired or furloughed their employees, which means that now those businesses, whether we're talking about Macy's or we're talking about the airlines or we're talking about hotels, they now can't pay their suppliers and they can't pay their rent. Now, those suppliers, same problem. They can't pay their rent. They can't pay their bills. So if you watch the chain reaction go through the economy, it all goes back to the banks. Remember, the last crisis started with the banks and went down to the bottom. This one started bottom up. So as it goes around and around, the banks are the ones that ultimately are going to be left holding the bag. What do? Do they all simultaneously go and foreclose on every airplane, every restaurant, every building, every chair, every factory? No. They don't want those things. What are they going to do with them? There's no customers out there. So it all goes back to the bank. And the same thing is happening all around the world. Just to make it worse, this is happening on a global level. So we're watching a massive meltdown. And when you ask, how do you stop the bleeding? I don't know who knows that answer. I mean, the only thing you can think of, I hear some people in economic circles talking about, is there a way to press pause and no one pays anyone? And rather than the guy in the middle who's saying, well, I can't pay you and then I also can't get paid, do we press pause somehow? But it would take, the best financial minds to sort of figure out how exactly would you do that? I don't know. But it is a massive problem. It is getting worse, and it's happening everywhere in the globe. I'm glad Jamie Dimon is back on the job at J.P. Morgan because he's one of the smartest bankers out there, but we're going to need everybody to get together and find a solution.
Yeah, I have no sense of how complex that would be, but that does seem, at least theoretically, like a wise solution. We're going to take a holiday on payment for everyone for a couple of months. Melissa Francis, thanks so much for that. Interesting. Sad.